to my channel. It's your girl Sade, and we are back with another video. And for today's video, as you can see, this is very dramatic, this is very out there, very colorful, and definitely festival ready. You can definitely like up this look and add some glitter on the face, glitter on the body, like all that kind of stuff. But today I just wanted to focus on the eye look and just give you some tips on what you should do for the face for a festival. And yeah, so if you are excited to see how I got this look, then make sure to keep on watching, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and add me on all of my social medias, which will be linked down below. And let's get started. Alright, so I already did one eye off camera, and I wanted to do the lower lash line as well because I wanted to make sure I had my thoughts right and exactly how I wanted it, and using the exact products that I wanted to use, and just test it out first. Because you know, like normally I do not like to do my lower lash line before my foundation because that means I gotta work around it, which makes it a little complicated. But today is an exception. I just need to do what I need to do so that I can see and visualize what I am doing. So for today's brows, I am going for, I feel like they don't look more simple, but like it's not the same brow as like me using a pomade, where like when I use my pomade, like she like all the way filled in, like she dark, she nice filled in. I didn't want to go in with a pomade today because since this eye look is so dramatic, I wanted to go with a little bit more of a softer brow, so it's not like boom boom. And now with the softer brow, it's just kind of like boom with a nice pretty brow. You get me? I hope you do. So all I did was pencil in my brow and go in with a powder, and that's how I did my brow today. So I'm going to prime my eyes, and today I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in light 16. You know, she don't match my face, so I just use it to prime. Use what you got, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to take this brush and blend this out. So I'm kind of going in with like a stamping, pressing motion so that like the product is really in there and that there's no like creasing or nothing like that, because with this look you really need to have a nice even base. And I wish I could make the colors a little bit easier or just working from one palette, but currently I do not have one single palette that has all these colors in it. I really want to get the James Charles palette because that palette literally has everything. Really want to get that palette, and I will eventually, but a bitch is broke. So, and I keep ordering too much, so not allowed to order no more. So today I'm going to be jumping in between the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and the Morphe 35B palette. Now you do not have to jump between all of these. If you have colors in palettes that you already have, or so you got the James Charles palette, like if you got these colors in other palettes, by all means. This, for me, these are the 3 palettes that I currently have that have the colors that I use, but you do not have to like use all 3 of these. Do not do that. So first we're gonna go in and start from the inside and go work our way out. All right, so first I'm gonna be taking this small elf blending brush. It's really small, and I'm gonna go in to the Zulu palette and using the yellow shade right here because it's a very bright yellow, and just swirling my brush in that, and I am just going to stamp. Now since we are using such bright colors, unlike using like natural colors and neutrals and all that kind of stuff, those are a lot easier. Like it's easier to have a lot of pigment with those. Now since these are bright colors, we want to stamp that color in so that we have the amount of pigment that we're going for. Now if you want just a light wash, then by all means just blend it in, but I want this to be very bright, so I'm just stamping this yellow into this inner corner, and I'm just slowly bringing it up so that it kind of meets right about like this part of my brow. So not bring it up too much, But remember, with this look, you want to bring each color out just a little bit further than what you actually want the color, because so right now I am taking the yellow, and once I put the orange on, the orange and the yellow, but right here, they're going to blend together. Now you don't want to do the yellow too small, I mean, unless that's what you're going for. But if you do the yellow too small, say like right here, and you add the orange again right here, the orange is going to blend basically all the way in, and you're going to lose that yellow. It's not what we're going for. So it's almost a little bit better with this look to spread the color a little bit more than what you actually wanted, because by the time you blend the two colors together and melt them together, it's going to be right where you want it. Now, I'm sorry, today I'm going to be doing a lot of talking because I feel like this look is a little complicated. Like, it's a lot easier than what it looks, but as long as I can explain it to you, you're going to be able to do it too. So after you press that color in to your desired look, I'm going to take what's left on that brush and do very small circles. And I'm not bringing the small circles up too much, not yet. And now I'm going to also stamp that right in my inner corner, and just a little right here, just a little bit. All right, now we are safe to go to the next color. Now for each of these colors, I'm using a different brush for each and every one of them. Why? Because you're gonna have to go back and forth between colors, and you don't want to use, say, this brush for the yellow and then go in with the orange, because then when you need yellow and you try to blend it, you're gonna basically be mixing the orange and the yellow and make one color, and no, we need it separate. So got another brush. This is like an Eco Tools brush. So I'm gonna go in with the orange shade in this palette, and again doing the exact same thing. I'm going to be stamping just a little bit out, so we're not right in the inner corner, and I'm starting on the lid and working my way up, and then I'm just bringing it out a little bit. All right, now that's about as much as I want. So now I'm going to start the little circles, and this time I'm starting little circles where the yellow and the orange meet. And if you feel like you need a little bit more color, always go back in and just stamp and then blend. That's going to be key for this look. You need to stamp and blend. Stamp and blend. Alright, now to blend that yellow and that orange a little bit more, I'm going to go in with the first brush that we went into and take a little bit more of that yellow and basically stamp that right in between where the yellow and the orange meet. And by you stamping it, it's kind of blending it itself. Like, you're not really doing that much to blend it. And now going back in with the orange brush and doing tiny little circles in between. And as you can see, this front part, that yellow was initially here, but now that I mixed them together, the yellow is right about here. So that's where we want it. Now we're gonna go in with the red. Now for the red, I'm going in with the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm taking the bigger blending brush. Now the reason why I'm going in with the bigger brush, I'm going in with the bigger blending brush because since I got a little bit more surface area, I can go use a bigger brush because it's not so small no more. So I'm gonna go in with this red shade right here. Yeah, that red shade. Just stamping that in. Now with this look we are going like it's already dramatic, and as you can see with this side I blew that bitch up to the brow. Like it's a little bit of space, but it's up there to the brow, so it's okay to bring that up. And next I am going in back in with the Zulu palette, and I'm taking this small Luxie 207T brush, just a cute little angled brush, and I'm going in with the pink shade in this palette. I really like this palette. I love this palette. Like the colors are just so bright and pigmented. Like if this palette had all the colors that I have here, like I would have just used it. So I am stamping this on the end. Now when you're choosing your pink, you want your pink to be a true pink, because you don't want the pink and the red to look like it's the same color. No. So with this pink, this is like a very pink, so it's like very definitive of the pink and the red, and then as it blends together, yeah, like melts together, but you can see that they're two different colors. And now you can basically just fix up what you feel like you need to be fixing. I forgot to blend my red and my orange together, so that's what I'm about to do right now. And I want my red to pop a little more, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And this is how we're looking, like super blended and colorful, which, yo, that's why this is damn near perfect to have for a festival. Like, this is cute. So next I am going to go and take the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to be taking a flat brush. It's a flat Wet n Wild brush, very flat, and I'm going to take this very shimmery yellow shade, and I'm not spraying my brush, and I'm just going to put that right on this top part just to add a little, like, you know, just to add a little shimmer, because your girl loves shimmer, so just adding this up here, a little bit on the exact inner corner. I'm gonna leave this little bit of yellow down here out, and then I'm going to pack that on so that now when you like looking, look, ooh, 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 like it's just a little oomph, you know. All right, so now I am going to put some liner, mascara, lashes, and then we'll work on that lower lash line and then get to the rest of the face. All right, so lashes and liner are on, mascara, the whole shebang. So since this look is so dramatic and I want it to just be its best and just show off to the world, I did a really thin liner, like nothing too dramatic, just real thin, real cute, just do his thing so that she's there and she can hide that lash band. That's it. So next we're gonna move on to that lower lash line, and for that it's gonna be a little simple, not too much, and I blew this out a lot compared to what I normally do. I've been wanting to do like a dramatic lower lash line and be more like out there and just blow it out a little bit more, but I've always just been nervous because, as you can see from my eyes, I kind of have like a little divot under here, and on this eye I have like a little bit more creasing, so I didn't know if it was gonna look good, if it would crease easily. Like I just didn't really know, and I went for it, and I feel like it like pops way more. Like you can definitely tell a difference from this eye and this eye, like big time. So we're gonna take this Real Techniques Precision Smudge Brush, and we're going in with the Morphe 35B, and we're taking this navy blue shade right here. Just going to pack that on, And same thing that we did on the lid, we're going to stamp. So I'm stamping this starting with the outer edge, kind of like having it connect to that end, stamping that on. And for the lower lash line, it's a little bit more simpler than the lid, obviously. So this blue is going to be the main color, and then we'll have a little bit green towards the inner part. So I'm probably going to end the blue right about here. And now on that same brush, just going to do little windshield wiper motions and just kind of blend that down. Right now on this ColourPop E10 brush, I am going to go in with the lime green shade right there and just packing that in on the inner part of that lower lash line. Now since this is a lime green, it's a little harder to like you got to pack it on a little bit more to have like a decent amount of pigment. Alright, now taking that first brush, going to blend those two colors together. You just want to kind of go back and forth with those two brushes. Alright, so after that, now since that we did do that lower lash line before our foundation, it's going to be a little bit easier to clean up any excess. So just going to take a Q-tip and wet it, and just going to clean up anything that you want gone. Feel like a little bit went a little too far, clean it up. Alright, so now we're gonna go and get started with the face. So for the face, I am going to be beginning to prime. I'm gonna use the No Problem primer. I'm just putting this all over my face because I want my face to look baby smooth. I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation, and I'm in the shade 460. My two pumps of that. Now I think this foundation would be really good for a festival because it's really lightweight. It does not feel heavy at all, and it's 24-hour wear. Now I have not tested it being 24-hour, but I've used it for what, maybe 9 hours, and it looks like I had just did my makeup. Like, it was perfectly fine. But I think it would be a good foundation. Or if you, because especially like festivals, you get hot, I would say a matte foundation would be really good for you because you're gonna be sweating, you're gonna be doing all that kind of stuff. So if you want to go for like an actual foundation, I would say this foundation or a matte foundation of some sort, and add a lot of powder so your makeup lasts. Or go in with a tinted moisturizer because it's gonna be lightweight again, and it's not gonna be as much of a hassle, you know what I mean? So either one of those. So I'm taking a sponge. I don't know what sponge this is, like I don't remember, but I'm just going to blend the foundation out with this. Right now after that, we're gonna go in with our concealer. And sis, like, if you're at a festival, you don't even have to wear foundation. Honestly, like, you take some concealer, conceal under the eyes. If you got a pimple or two, cover them pimples up and call it a day. That's super natural, and it's easier to have stuff on your eyes and have your eyebrows done at a festival because are you really gonna be messing with your eyes like that? I mean, it just depends on the person, if you rub in your eyes and stuff like that. But I know for myself, I could live with just having my eyes and maybe like a tinted moisturizer, and that's it. Maybe just concealer. It just depends on how I feel, how my skin looking, and all that kind of stuff. But you can definitely just use concealer, call it a day. But today I'm just showing you a little slight beat, you know. And this is the Fit Me concealer. I cannot put this down. I really like it. This is in light 15, and just going to go under my eye. I actually ordered the Infallible concealer, so stay tuned for that. That should be, a review should be coming soon whenever it comes in the mail. Yeah, I just ordered a whole bunch of makeup because I did not realize that Ulta's points expire. So if you did not know, when you use or go to Ulta and you get points, they expire a year after you made that purchase. I didn't know that. So I had an Ulta gift card, and I had saw that my points were going to expire, and I was like, oh sis, no, this is a good amount of points, good amount of shmoney. But I didn't want to just buy something for, because what was my points? I think my points was $9, which does not seem like a lot, but I mean, bitch, that's free money. That's free products right there. So, and since I already had an Ulta gift card that I haven't used anyways, I just bought stuff, and I'm really excited for the stuff to come in, because that means more videos, more reviews, more just trying stuff out, which should be a lot of fun. Now we're gonna go in with the Fit Me Loose Powder in Fair 10. Just take a bit on my sponge and tap this under the eye. I really like, I haven't put this powder down, I haven't put that concealer down, I'm putting this foundation down. Like, I've really been loving this whole like trio. Like, I think it all looks so good together. All right, so next I am going to be, I used this once, but I still don't know how I feel about it. So I got the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette. Now this is in medium deep, but I think the medium to deep is a little too dark, because as you can see, these colors are a little dark and your girl is really light, especially now this summer after I'm tanning and all that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like maybe this will work a little bit more, but you know, we're still gonna use her, we're still gonna make it work, we're gonna make it happen. So I'm gonna take this Morphe M536 and I'm going to lightly tap on my hand, tap a little bit of the excess off, and just start doing little circles for that contour. Now for me, I just kind of use this as a bronzer because I don't know, I feel like I haven't been like actually contouring as much, but I've also been doing kind of laid back, oh sis, let me talk and blend, but I've been just doing more like laid back, like natural-esque looks, and I just really haven't been contouring as much. But I love me a good bronze tour. That's what I'm gonna call it, a bronze tour, bronzer contour, like that. Like, and that's just me doing it like how it is with bronzer, and look, girl looks snatched. But this is dark for me, so I do have to go pretty light-handed with it. But I mean, it still works. It's still a cute color. I really like it. And I like it really buttery. So it blends really, really nicely. Alright, now for blush, we're gonna go in with, now I tried this last time and I did like how it turned out. So I'm taking this angled brush, it's a Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to barely dab into this blush and tap some off of my hand because it's very pigmented, and I'm just going to smile and just brush up. Just to add a slight bit of color. Now the highlights in this palette are really beautiful, don't get me wrong, but they are way too dark. Like, I can make the contour and the blush work for me, but the highlights are just way too dark. And the other pinky shade could work, but I don't really use pink highlighters, so I'm like, I'll pass. And I don't really understand this finishing powder and brightener. Like, I'm assuming the brightener is like an inner corner highlight. The finishing powder, like, it has shimmer in it, so I don't know what you're supposed to use it for. So we're done with that palette. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite, but before I go in with my favorite, I'm gonna go and use some setting spray. So since it's a festival, sis, you want to be matte. You want to be matte because your oils and all that are gonna shine through to make you dewy, okay? So you want to go in looking matte and come out looking dewy, but not a hot ass mess, okay? If you go out there and have dewy this, dewy that, your makeup is gonna come off quicker than you think. I'm just telling you now. So we're gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go spray, and going to take my Pretty Vulgar Highlight in Shimmering Swan. So I'm taking the BH Cosmetics 140 brush. This is my favorite highlighting brush because it's small and just fits perfectly. And I'm just going to highlight. All right, so now that we have more of that, like we have that lower lash line done, I'm gonna take just a little hint of that golden yellow and pop it right on the inner corner so that she's a little bit more bright. And just put a smidget down here. And since it's a festival, I'm not gonna be wearing the liquid lip. Why? Because it's gonna be uncomfortable, and most of the time for festivals you're there for hours, so a lip gloss is definitely the way to go. So first I'm gonna line my lips with the Wet n Wild liner and Bare to Comment. All right, and now for gloss, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. And with that lip liner, it just helped make you look like you got a glossy new lip, which that's a lot easier to touch up than a liquid lip or a lipstick and all that kind of stuff. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned a couple new things from me, and if you want to see more festival looks, then definitely make sure to comment down below, and I can definitely start posting those now. Soon I will be posting some prom looks, and I'm so excited to be posting that because I love prom. I love the glam, all of that. I love all that. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, add me on all of my social medias, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.